Hey y'all, welcome to Over It All with DW and RJ, where we talk about any and everything. I'm DW, lover of facts, deep conversations, and pretty much anything that makes me think, wait, what?
And I'm RJ, your go to for pop culture hot takes, weird what if scenarios, and plenty of loud jokes. Wait, that doesn't say loud, that says bad. That's fine, we'll fix it in the edit. If it's out there, I'm probably obsessed with it. This is the show where no topic is too random, no conversation too out there. This is Over It All.
The views, thoughts, and opinions expressed on Over It All with DW and RJ are solely our own and do not reflect the views, policies, or positions of our employers or any affiliated organizations. All content is for entertainment and informational purposes only. Hey y'all, welcome back to Over It All with DW and RJ. I'm DW.
And I'm RJ.
Yes, so we're here in the going into the second week of November. And yeah, there's a lot happening in November for us. It's my birthday, it's RJ's birthday, it's his cousin's birthday, it's his uncle's birthday, it's my aunt's birthday, it's my uncle's birthday. A lot of
We'll
shit
be here all
happening.
night.
Holiday, and yeah,
Holidays, planning holidays.
yes. I'm tired.
Getting fire pits to work.
I am feeling all of the things that I've been doing this last month. Like, I feel like it's finally hit me. I'm exhausted. I'm like,
It's
is
the
this 32? Like, is this 32?
I think it's probably tied into the seasons changing.
Okay.
Season changing, time changing, it's prime time for seasonal depression to come out the house.
It
So
is. And it do not
everybody
take
watch out.
much. It do not take much. So, um, I'm just
Just know if you feeling some type of way,
I'm exhausted. So I feel
yeah,
like I
that's
need
part
to
of it.
rest. And I feel like that's what the rest of November and the beginning of December is for. My cousin was like, we should try to come down for Thanksgiving. I'm just like, oh my God, I wish I could so I can meet the baby. But I'm just so tired. Like, I just want to do a little Thanksgiving, do our little non traditional Thanksgiving shit at home, with a little dessert and just call it a day.
Oh
Like, we get
yeah,
to relax and just
that'll
be
be
at
a
home.
that'll be a lot trying to make that
It
turn
would be a
around.
lot trying to make that happen, and I really wish I was able to. So I feel some guilt about not being able to financially and just physically and just like emotionally, like just not being able to make that happen. But it's gonna
That's what the
pass.
FaceTime for.
It's gonna pass. Yeah, the pictures and videos will suffice until we are able to get together all together so we can meet little baby David. And yeah, it's gonna happen. But yeah. I'm just, you know, November is a good month. For me, it is just like I don't know, it's just like a reawakening for me. Like every year, I cut my hair, I dyed my hair. I just, it's just like a new beginning for me. I don't know if it's because it's my birthday month or whatever, but like this season always is my like kind of reawakening throughout the year type of thing. So I don't know. Um, but yeah, I came down to Mississippi to take my cousin to JSU's high school day, and my mom tagged along for that as well. And so that was fun. We did not hit up everything because, again, a bitch is tired. All right. So just realistically, I was not able to do everything that I wanted to. And I did check in with my cousin. I'm like, were you disappointed that we couldn't do such and such? And she was like, absolutely not. I said, okay, cool. I just want to make sure that you don't feel like you were missing out on something, like, or whatever, like just devastated because we couldn't do something like, but she was really grateful with what we did do. We got her some new threads. Because she's a young lady, and I just remember my aunts doing that for me and my sister, like just making sure that we were able to look presentable, and to dress for our bodies, and just, just keep us looking good and feeling good. So yeah, I just wanted to make that happen for her. So we did that. We did some shopping. Um, yeah, we did some resting. She did some simsing, and I
Hmm.
did some snoring, like after my drinking.
Mm-mm.
So yeah. So we just had a good time. It just feels good to be able to, meet her where she's at now, and for her to meet me where I'm at now. So I feel really good. Like she told the store associate that I was like a big sister to her, and it just made my day. So I'm just like, is this girl saying this so she can get something more out of me, or is this legitimately how she feels?
Oh my god.
'Cause I'm like, that's my girl. Like, she always been my girl. But with my absence, for those years, it's just been able to come back and just kind of pick up where we're both at. Just kind of learn each other again and just kind of support each other where we're at. It's just been amazing. So I'm really grateful for this time, and just being able to be there to support her, because we got to get our girl to college, successfully matriculate through college, and so forth and so on. So you know, that's
Yeah.
my beginning. I don't know. Do you have anything to say?
Uh, I decided to be slow and buy an empty propane canister and forgot to get it filled before I tried to hook it up. Um,
I did ask you whether it was filled or not.
yeah, and I was just like, I don't know. I can't even remember what I was doing before I went to go get it. I felt like my mind is just preoccupied or something. I know it's just, you know how you get that brain fog sometimes for a couple days. It's been fogging.
Like, you're
So it's
only
like
about to be 30, so I just want you to calm it down. Like, you're only
oh,
just
please.
about to be 30. Like, brain fog
The,
for several days. What?
yes.
Hmm.
Hey, man. The mind be running uphill, man.
Oh,
It be
does it
running.
run,
Yeah.
or is it not running?
Oh, it run.
Okay.
It run. Yeah.
Okay then.
You just in, hey, now. You want me to turn the mind on you? You don't want me to turn the mind on you. Next thing you know, you don't know what's going on.
I already don't
Everybody
know what's going on.
discombobulated. No,
I already don't know what's going on. But yeah,
no.
so like I said, RJ will be turning 32 in
I
11
will not be
days.
turning 32.
RJ will be turning 30 in 11 days. I got my numbers mixed up, guys. I turned 32 last week. He will be turning 30 in 11 days. Why did he say that so abrasively? Like, guys, what is he trying to say about 32?
Because I'm
Hmm.
still so young. I'm a baby.
I
I'm a
don't know
baby.
about that.
Yep.
But yeah, oh yeah, I also got a facial with Vershawn of, I know the name, Vershawn, I'm so sorry. I know the name.
You can edit it. You can edit it. Make
I'm
it seem
just not going to
seamless.
do that, because let me tell y'all, the technical difficulties have been technically difficulting. Okay? Like, absolutely not. Um,
Yeah, but it
if it's
is,
in here, it's in
good
here.
practice. This is the first
Um,
remote remote episode.
I feel like it's Face It Aesthetics, but I feel like, okay, yeah, it is Face It Aesthetics with Rashawn. Yes, the esthetician. I loved my facial. I usually, like with massages and stuff, I really do not be getting comfortable because I just be so tense because somebody touching my body. But I really relaxed, baby. I was snoring up in there. I fell asleep several
Mm-mm.
times while Vershawn was doing my facial. Like, but check out Face It Aesthetics in Jackson, Mississippi with Vershawn. Shout out to my girl. She did her thing. Okay, skin was glowing. Period. But yes, I got that done. As some self care activity. I booked my sister her facial for December. And I'm just recommending Vershawn to everybody because why not? Face it, aesthetics, period. Boom.
Shoot, I need me a massage. That's what I need.
I don't know if
Get
you
these
work
old
hard
joints
enough
back
to.
online.
I don't know
You
about
don't know if
that.
I work hard enough. All right.
I feel like you could work harder.
What
I always
what
feel like
what
it's
would they
more
say?
work to be done. A
What they say
man's
in
job is
corporate
never
speak.
done.
In corporate speak, this may not be the best audience
Mm?
to discuss this issue.
Ew. Okay, you might have ate with that one. I don't know. You might have ate. Yes, but y'all, we're living
Wait,
in the
so what does that say about me? Because every time I get a massage, I go to sleep.
that you're easy.
Just in general. Oh, okay, yeah, that makes
You're
sense.
easy.
I'm easy and I'm charging for the low, everyone. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a sponsored ad because I ain't sponsored the show, but it's an
Extremely easy.
ad. It's an ad all
Um,
the same.
so we already know the results of the 2024 presidential election. We're living in a post results world. Um, I see a lot
Yeah.
of downtrodden folks on my timelines, and I'm just like not surprised at all at the results. So now I'm just like, now what? How do we organize? How do we get our shit together? How do we, get our communities together and organize to support the people because we're gonna need it. We've always needed it, but even more so, because the people with the resources have consistently made their choices. Um, so we got to do what we got to do with
And
the little
people without resources
we got. The people
have made choices that are not in their best
against their
interest.
best interest. Oh my gosh, yes.
But when
Erica
you want
and
to be a part of the
Ebony,
system, it's you get to
Erica
do some
and
crazy things.
Ebony have they talked about that on their podcast, Hood Rat to Head Rap to Hood Rat, Hood Rat to Head Rap. It's on Spotify. Um, but yes, Erica Hart and Ebony Donnelly talk about that on their latest episode as of today, November 10th. And I listened to that on my way back from Walker. Um, but yeah, people
Yeah, hood rat the
definitely
head
vote
rap.
against their best interests. Um, and in support of white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, etc., anti-blackness, all of the things, right? Anti-queerness, anti-LGBTQ, it's just all the things, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, like quite
But
literally,
the people
if you
without resources that I was referring to are definitely black people. So that's who I was talking about. Even though you had some black people who did vote for that man and his people,
yeah, because of
but
a,
the
a little
people I'm talking
$1,200
about,
check.
you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not cut and clear. Like it's not just cut and dry for it's not as clear cut. You know what I'm saying? Because you had people who did vote for independent party or who wrote in because they refused to vote for Kamala. And because they stood on their principles. And I can't fault them
Mm-hmm.
people because Kamala never said she was for a ceasefire or for defunding Israel, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like when you've had this occupation and this genocide occurring for so long, for over a year now, plus actually, you know what I'm saying, but like for a year from this latest instance, um,
Right.
I can't fault the people for not voting for Kamala. I can't. They stood on their principles. They either voted in, they voted for independent party, etc. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the people who voted that man in, who knew what
Hey,
they was doing, what the next chapter they're welcoming in, and history does repeat itself. And we me, my cousin, and my mom did get a chance to visit the Mississippi Civil Rights History Museum. And, the little we did get to see, because we were only there for 2 hours. And I say only 2 hours because it's just, they have so much material. It's so many readings, so many texts, so many visuals. Like, it really will take us like multiple visits to get through the whole museum and be able to absorb everything, because they do detail everything. Um, and it's heavy. But you know what? You see the cycle that Black Americans, have witnessed and will witness, because history does repeat itself. And we're still fighting for rights, we're still fighting for equality and equity and all the things. So I can see where the white supremacist voters and the capitalistic voters and the anti-black voters, I can see the type of world they're trying to bring into existence, because we can see the history. So it is heavy. I just, right now, all I know to do is to love on my people and to love on myself. That's
Yeah,
it.
it's pretty
So
much. I think for
that's
right now, especially before all of the big organizing starts, that'll be like that should be everybody's focus right now. You know, getting yourself straight, getting your people straight, and then once it's time to get the community at large in a better position, I feel like that'll help everybody be in a better position to, I hope, be willing to pitch in however they can to effectively make sure that we can still live in in this country that has been geared towards
like,
our
it was founded
destruction.
on anti-blackness. It was founded on capitalism. It was founded on white supremacists. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. So
values.
it's
So it's
like,
just like that is the history. So
yeah, and it's like
it
as
has to be
much
abolished. I think you need to turn your echo cancellation on. I'm not sure if you have that on or
it
not.
is.
Okay, is mine on? Nope. It was not. Even though
Maybe
I
because he
swore I
jumped
turned it
back in.
on. I think so.
I was about to say,
But yeah, I just when that is the history,
yeah,
that's the foundation. The
and you
whole
can see
thing
it
has to be
permeating.
fucking abolished. Like, it has to be knocked down so we can rebuild it as the world, we want to exist. Like, a world of equality, equity, inclusion, diversity. Like, it doesn't have to be based on imperialism and violence. It doesn't have to be
Right.
like this. It doesn't have to be. So I can see it. I know other people can see it. I believe that one day it will happen. I'm not sure if we'll be alive to witness it, but I surely do hope that one day humans get it right, because right now it's
It's
fucked.
going to it seems like it's gonna be a minute, because boy, do they feel like I've never seen like a group of people feel like everything has been taken from them when all they do is take.
They're the
Like you,
takers. You're literally
like
the problem.
you take and you
Yes.
hoard, and then you act like, oh,
You're the victim.
they try to act like they got the memory of like a squirrel, where it's like they collect all these nuts, and then when they go to try to go find their stash, they just like, man, I don't know where I put this stuff. Then they go back into their hole and they lay on top of their stash. It's just like, maybe you should just roll over because that's where you put it. Like, don't keep coming out here to try to take and take and take, and then act like you don't have anything.
Hmm.
Like, you can't act like you've been so oppressed. You can't act like you've been so downtrodden on. You can't act like it's like it's played on both sides, and it's so horrible that we know that it is, and it really, really feels like you can't really do anything about it. Because it's like, we know that you have all this influence, this power, and stuff, but then you will also debase yourselves by going out here and putting out false narratives. Like, you'll have people who are quote unquote educated going to the government to tell them that such and such is dangerous because they have a higher incarceration rate, they have a higher crime rate, all this stuff. When even if you do just a simple Google, you could find the numbers, and it's you, buddy. You got the higher crime rate. You got the higher rate of crime for violent crimes as it is. It's just like, you want to, everything that you view as negative, that you are a part of, you want to try to push on to others and say it's them, and then try to have somebody else come in and like more heavily police people that have been, I don't e- it's not even like over policing at this point. It's like, it's just like, it's police suppression. Like, yeah, you shouldn't, I shouldn't be feeling some type of way if I go up to a Best Buy or a Target and it's a sheriff car sitting out front. I shouldn't have to look around and make sure that I ain't got nothing on me when I know for a fact I don't. It's like, y'all have created a system that's to make somebody think that they're in the wrong even when they're not doing anything.
Just because the color of their skin.
Yeah, color of their skin, ancestry, all that. Because we also know it's a bunch of, and then that's a whole nother thing. You don't look like what your ancestry is, and then you try to slide in thinking that you may be able to benefit off of some of the privilege that your skin tone may give you.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, that has to be an insane amount of pressure to
Mm-hmm.
pretend for so long, and then you just be like, oh, if I mess up just in this conversation, they'll know that I'm an other, and then they'll treat me like an other.
Hmm.
Like, that's, and then
Even
that
though
just makes
others
you,
shouldn't be treated like that.
exactly.
So it's just,
It's like, that if you were a shade darker, they would look at you sideways. Why are you here? It's gonna be the, not the question that they ask. It's just gonna be the atmosphere that's around you. Why are you here? And you know this, but then you try to, you know, protect yourself. It's like, you try to do stuff to protect yourself. You try to feed into capitalism to get as much money as you can because you feel like the money will help insulate you and protect you. But when they can come and take your money, when they can come and take your property, it's like, you're never really safe, no matter what avenue you really try to take.
not under capitalism,
Unless,
not under white supremacy, not under
right,
patriarchy. Absolutely not.
and unless you organize to tear down all of those established things, you just not gonna be able to make no leeway. And it's just like every other human, we living in the duality of it, because it's like, all of this is going on, but then you're still trying to find your pockets of happiness, your pockets of comfort.
The
And even
sunshine,
when you,
yes.
even in trying to find those, it's gonna either cost you time, it's gonna cost you money, it's gonna cost
Okay,
you,
but you know, right now, the cost that DW is thinking about
which one?
is that Zach Fox got married this weekend,
Oh
and it
my
wasn't
gosh.
to me. And I just feel like that is such a
Dorothy,
great travesty. I
Dorothy, you
feel
wasn't in
like
a relationship with that
mm-mm,
man.
mm-mm. Let me talk. Let me pour my heart out because I'm heartbroken right now. All right, Zach got married and it wasn't to DW. All right, that is a fact. as of
The
November
wedding looked
10th,
fun though.
2024. It looked like they had a blast, but I'm just saying it would have been even more bussing if it was a marriage to me. That's all I'm saying.
Uh huh.
Okay, to a black woman.
Uh huh.
Okay, and if you say it wouldn't have been, that's anti-black.
Mhm.
That's misogynistic. Like,
Mhm.
so that's just the facts. That's just the way it is. Zach
Well,
Fox
things will never be the same.
is my boo, and we can make it do what it do. Period. Okay.
Zach Fox is about almost everybody's boo at this point.
And that's fine with me as long as they what?
You say it's fine with you, but then guess what? You if you were to marry him, it'll be another somebody.
As long as they ain't what? Or shit. Hell
I'm pretty.
no. Hell no. Let me know somebody, one of my peoples. You know what I'm
Oh my
saying?
gosh.
Benefiting. You know what I'm saying? That's
No.
all I'm saying.
One of your
But
peoples
it's
is
okay
benefiting.
because everything don't last always. You know what I'm saying? Nothing lasts forever.
I thought trouble don't last always. You view this as trouble?
Nothing lasts forever. Is all
Okay.
I'm saying.
Let me go ahead and get
And all
the
we're leaning on in this time of despair, okay? This time of need, this time of just uncertainty. Moment of silence for us losing Zach.
like bro, you act like he just like got taken behind the barn and put down. He is still around and kicking.
Oh, he could be kicking higher. Oh, he could be kicking higher.
Mm-hmm. Boy, the parasocial relationship going crazy.
Period. Because in my head, we like this. Period. Period. Oh,
Mm-mm.
what? Ow, ow, ow. Okay. Zach and
Oh my god.
DW. Okay, so that's some news. If you didn't know, now you know. Zach Fox got married or whatever,
Oh
like
my gosh. I'm pretty
whatever.
sure everybody knows. Everybody
Because we
knows.
locked in because we know what it should be.
Oh my
We
god.
know what it should be. All right, but it is what it is for now. All right. Nothing lasts forever.
Oh my god.
Forever.
Mm-mm.
Sometimes it doesn't. Yes, it will
Mm-mm.
end.
Oh my god.
Yes. Anyways, um, like I said, I got a year older. RJ will be a year older in 11 days, less than 2 weeks, 11 days. Um, the election results are what they are. Not surprising to I don't think either one of us.
Oh
But
no. Once I tell
in
you,
the
I saw it on that phone. As soon as
in the midst of all of that, we still have our own shit going on. Um,
as
and
they say, life goes on.
we're just trying to deal with that and all of that. I think I have finally decided on a second career. So I applied for a program. I'm waiting on them to say that they received my transcript and to make an admission decision. So I know I'm like rushing it because like I just applied like 5 days ago
Well,
and I'm like,
yeah.
okay, so what's the hold up, guys? Like what's the hold up? Like everything
The
is
hold up.
electronic. So my transcripts were sent electronically. Like that's an email. Like say you got it. Like check it. Like yeah, you received it. Like yeah, the GPA good. The school good. Like it's accredited. Whatever. Like
They
say
took
you were going to admit me. Like what's going on?
they took Veterans Day weekend off, man. You playing?
Yes, like the day before and everything. So I'm just like like trying to be patient with that because I'm just antsy because I just want to know that I have been admitted. Like I've done the financial aid stuff, the student loan stuff. I've done that application, all of that. So it's just literally waiting on them to say that they're going to admit me for me to enroll in the courses I need for the spring semester. Hoping they're available. I know it's supposed to be asynchronous, So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
that's cool. But I'm just like, at the same time, how the fuck does that work with natural science courses? How the fuck does that work with a biology course or a chemistry course in a lab? So I'm just like, but the other part of me is like, okay, when I did that shit in person, I was like miserable because I was just like so slow. Like I just felt so fucking behind because I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like I was not getting it. Biology, I gotta see what my grade was. I can't remember if I took biology or chemistry. I know
I
if it was
thought we had to
chemistry,
take
I
both
know it was a C.
because it's chemistry.
No, not because it's chemistry, but
Oh,
because I got to see it. Um,
probably would have got to be in
so
biology.
I'm just like, like at this point in my life, what the fuck am I gonna do with getting these prerequisites I need for the verification letter I need to complete a dietetics internship because your girl is interested in becoming a registered dietitian. Can you believe it? I can't. Like what? Ow. Um, a thick black dietitian. That's what your girl is aspiring to be. Like, I'm gonna make it happen. Human A&P, biochemistry, like somehow, some way, we're gonna do the things we need to do to pass these classes and get that
Huh.
letter we need in order
All
to
the information
complete.
is already on your body. It's on and in your body.
So I'm just like really nervous. I'm excited though because everybody's like, "Oh yeah, I could see you doing that. I could have been seeing you doing that. Like you're on your shit." And I'm like, when I'm on it, I'm on it. But your bitch been off it. I've been OFF,
You've been off it, but you still know what you need to do.
which
So
is where the regain has come from. Okay, and your girl got to get that off ASAP. Okay, because your girl is talking about having a baby or two. Like I need these pounds to come off because the pounds is gonna come with pregnancy. So obviously we need to be lighter than we are. So let's get it together. So all of that is intertwined up in there, interconnected up in there. So yeah.
all of it, A&P, biology, all that. Yeah.
Yes. So that's what I
Yeah.
got going on. That's so with a different school, a different program and all of that. So I'm
Yeah.
nervous and all the things. Feeling all the
And
things.
what I'm 2 classes done for the semester. Um, one major class got finished. Ended up with a nice little B. Could have been an A, but I ain't want to be no little negative Nancy. Like a classmate that I have that decided to switch groups, lie on the group. I'm pretty sure to where we weren't getting the grades we were supposed to from the professor. But hey,
Yes, but we can only control what we can control, which is ourselves,
which
the
is what I
work we
did.
do. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like we can only control ourselves. We can't control what somebody else do, whether they bitching to the professor or whatever. Like,
Yeah,
and they
I
not
can't
communicating with their classmates, and
as
instead,
a
well,
yeah as a young black man in America. I ain't got no saying what a small Italian woman does when she decides to neglect her 2 kids to go back to school. That ain't on me. But hey, ended up in my B. That's what I needed to keep that keep me up in my
yes,
master's program. So, and I know I'm gonna get me a nice grade out of this last one. It's probably gonna be my second A.
okay.
If I don't know if that first orientation class is a
I
real
don't think that's a credit
A.
course.
Yeah, I think it was more of a pass fail type situation, but I passed that thing with hundreds. So that pass hit a little different when it's 100%.
Oh, okay then.
But I do got to. I keep forgetting
But
to do the surveys for the classes.
but
I wanted to do them.
I just think it's important for us to, as black people who did not vote for Trump, I feel like it's important to make that distinction because several did. But as Black people who did not vote for Trump, whether you voted for independent, whether you wrote in, etc.
Oh yeah, and one
So as
thing,
us Black folks,
living in Maryland now, black folks showed up, showed out. We got increased protections for women's reproductive rights. We got most of the people that we believe that would help us here in Maryland get our shit together.
okay
So
then, okay
we
Maryland,
showed out on that front. We can't, we just like you were saying, we can't.
okay Maryland,
If they would have just went off of Maryland votes, but we got at least on like a state level, we did our thing. We got
okay.
our, what I'm saying, some protections and increased protections. So just wanted to put that in there. Maryland came through.
Okay, so well, like I was saying, as us Black folks who are disappointed with the results of said election, I feel like it's important for us to lean on each other, but also um, find resources on building community and kind of insulating ourselves because we have to be prepared for
The blowback.
the shit storm that is about to come.
You know what? We could just call it what it is because they didn't already said what's going to happen. The civil war that is going to come.
So the shit storm that is impending. I feel like we need to be preparing as best as we can with the resources we have, the limited resources most of us have, and leaning on each other and building that community and supporting each other because we had that first experience with him, but this time is completely fucking different. I feel like
Yeah, because the
um
first time was handicapped pretty
because
much
the
towards
people,
the end.
those
So,
people, his supporters, are real heavy into that shit.
and if y'all, it's a great resource. Tougaloo College, our alma mater, helped develop a website for y'all to know, you know, sundown towns, potential sundown towns, just across the U.S., suspected sundown towns. Just so you know, like these were the areas. Like you could throw that election map over Tougaloo's map that they've created, and you won't be surprised by the coloring. Like you're gonna see it. Um, the thing is, I feel like they're too big to be considered a vocal minority. They're more like a middle. They're not a majority, but they a bit less than a majority, but they're more than a minority, and they're very vocal, and they are very much ready to turn the vocal into action.
Yes.
Um,
Because they have been planning and they have the fucking resources to back that shit up.
right.
That's the scary part, like to me. Like
So
it's not just words, they have the actual resources to
right,
reinforce the shit that
the
they're
resources
speaking.
to reinforce, enact. They could cover up stuff. It's it's scary, which is why we saying we need to get our community together so we can insulate ourselves, protect ourselves from what will eventually become um, whatever it's eventually named in the history books. Well, I don't know if it'll go in the history books. They taking black stuff out of it, so they probably gonna call it a righteous crusade or something.
Something.
So,
I don't know.
so we just need to get ourselves together, get ourselves protected, be able to move, mobilize, and effectively communicate. Um, a lot of people, if you can look back on history, a lot of wars, all that kind of stuff. Big part of them winning, effective communication. It gets lost in the shuffle, but if you can effectively communicate, you can. It does a lot to protect, and it does a lot to help people be in position to affect the most change. So keep the yeah, we communicate so we can be able to move how we need to move um, for our betterment. Uh, it's just gonna be tumultuous. Am I saying that right?
Tumultuous.
Yeah, it's some dark times ahead.
Right, which we already knew was coming because, like I
Right.
said,
It,
life is cyclical. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not
yeah.
always going to be rainbows and butterflies and sunshine. But you know what I'm saying? Like, the level, the extent, like, to which we experience the darkness is informed
Yeah.
by capitalism, white supremacy, anti blackness, anti LGBTQness, plus, like, it's just it's fucked up. Like, because it doesn't have to be that bad. It could just be like a regular, like, oh,
I,
bitch, it's raining.
I
Like, oh, and
thought.
that be the darkness. Like, you know what I'm saying? It don't gotta be like rolling back protections and shit and taking away rights. It
Right.
ain't gotta be that. Why is
Right.
that?
Rolling back protections, taking away rights, dismantling progressive programs on both a federal and a state level. Like I thought we were gonna get to a point to where we were kind of like moving into English racism,
Hmm.
to where over there you got your country towns similar to ours where they gonna call you the hard R to your face. And to me, I'm like, could we just get to me at this point, get back to it so I can know where you stand. I don't want you to do no little subterfuge. Oh, I'm your friend, but then I'm trying to do some sly stuff. Not just give me overt racism back. But I thought we were gonna get to that English racism where it is, like everybody know, I don't really like you, you don't really like me, but we can both put each other in positions to where we need each other for this country to run. So am I going to be fighting to give you less rights? Yes. Can I do it? It's out in the open as the Americans do it. No, but they still do it. So I don't know. I thought we were gonna move into that era to where it kind of be like spy espionage, James Bond level, trying to manipulate each other, kind of racism. But now we're going back to what Granny felt. It seems like so, and our grandparents got through it,
But at what
but with some of them,
cost? At what cost?
at the
There's a
cost that it's
cost. There's
always been.
always a cost.
The cost is always the same. It's gonna be lives.
You say that, but like the cost is even more so than that because you have the everlasting impact on the people who survive. And then that impact is felt on the dependents, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, like so forth and so on, like so forward. Like
Yeah,
it's not just it's not
it gets
just that
saved into
simple.
that genetic memory.
Exactly. So the cost is even more profound, you
Yeah,
know.
it's profound. It's going to have. It's not
Mm.
even the effects. Not even lingering. They're ever present. It's like
Mm-hmm.
if you tear your ACL or you bust your knee open playing a sport, it's gonna heal, but you never back at 100%. Like that's literally what it is. It's like when it rains, you feel it. Before it rained, you like, oh, it's finna rain. My knee done got to hurting. Like it's gonna always be there, even subconsciously, if we ever get to a point where you can move into the subconscious. Like, we've never been at a point in America's history to where the trauma that we experienced, and by we I mean our great great grandparents, is not that far from where we at now. What they experienced is still conscious. Like, it's like you were saying, like, history repeats itself. It's like it's in a cycle. It's like we literally on a road with these deep, 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 deep hills. And every time we try to climb up, you realize, oh, it was just a little bump. It's still going down. Like, it's never truly been up for us in this country. Like, it's just been, it was downhill, crushing.
It's just
Thought it
like
was
forever
thought it
our
was
people
good.
have been struggling. They brought
Yeah,
us here for labor. They brought us here for just everything that they did not want to do. That they did not think that, you know, they they did not think we were equals. They did not think we
yeah,
were even animals. They thought we were beneath the animals. They thought we were.
right. And like and then it's so prevalent today. Like, what, a couple years ago when we were still in Virginia, in the town that we were in, they literally had a slave block in almost the
Downtown.
direct
Yeah.
middle of downtown.
Yeah.
And the fact that somebody finally
It
had
was a marker. Yeah.
the wherewithal to be like, oh, maybe we
That should
should
be in the museum. Yeah.
museum somewhere, maybe not, right in front of this butcher shop that's across the street from this coffee shop that almost everybody goes to. And the fact that the owner of the butcher shop said that this,
This attracts
which
so
could be
many
this
visitors.
this original butcher block that is outside of my butcher shop, if you remove it, I will lose income.
Customers. I will lose
Because,
traffic. I'm gonna lose
like,
foot
who,
traffic. Yeah.
even subconsciously, I don't think any of those people who went to that shop said, oh, look at this slave block. Oh, look at this butcher shop. I think I need to buy some meat. Like, the the lack of consideration from a
The
person.
humanity. Like you can't even humanize those people who were
And guess what?
subjugated.
Butcher shop is still there. Butcher shop still
Like
there. Still people going
the
in and out.
depravity. Like it's just so horrible. Like I told my cousin, I'm just like, I don't see how black people lay with white people because it literally the amount of work that white person would have to do to even be able to be in my naked presence, like it's insurmountable. Like you would have to undo so much. Like it's
Right.
impossible. Like it's impossible because the subjugation of my people, like the dehumanization of my people, like, and I just get emotional because it's just people were
Yeah.
hanged, people were tortured, people were just dismissed as beneath animals because of the color of their skin. And not only in Mississippi, but that's where I'm from. That's where I was raised, like all over the United States of America.
Yeah.
All
And
over
it's
the United
still
States of
going on.
America. In a
And it's still going on
yeah,
because of the
pr-
privatized prison
prison
system.
industrial complex. Yeah.
So, like, we literally, like, that's literally something you hear growing up.
Yes.
You hear, like, you got family members or you got friends of the family, stuff like that.
Yeah.
They go to jail, and the first thing everybody's like, well, they put that, they change you from your name to a number, and
To
you are
fucking
now a
number.
legalized slave. Like
So
it's in the
that's
laws.
where I'm just like the interconnected connectedness like of the Holocaust to the American chattel slavery, to the prison industrial complex, like to the oppression of Palestinians, like to the oppression of the Congo, like this happening in the Congo, this was happening in Senegal. Like it's just so much happening around the world to which the US is complicit in. But I just feel like Hitler got his ideals from America. That's what informed Hitler's ideals. Like he didn't pull that out of the air. He said, I like what they're doing over there. Let me build on that. You know what I'm saying? So it's all interconnected. And if people would just realize that and just see that we are fighting for human rights across the globe, and that means that we have to abolish the American industrial complex, like the American imperialistic complex, like it has to go. America don't gotta be the goddamn center of the motherfucking world. Like you're America, just be America. Let everybody
Right.
else be themselves. Japan, you ain't gotta do what you been doing, what you known for doing. Don't think we forgot about you, boo.
Hey,
Your
hey, that's
work
twin.
to
That's
your
twin
work
them with America.
your work to try to, distance yourself from your past with anime and manga and all of that, baby. We see you. We see you, Japan. We know your history. You know what I'm saying? Like, let it be like the the humans that made those decisions in the past, let that shit be in the past. Like, let us look for a better world. Like, let us fight for a better world. And by fight, I mean we do not have to be at war. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. We don't have to be at war. We don't have to be fighting each other.
When
We do not have to be
the
fighting each other.
the board has been set up with rape, destroy, steal. That's their playbook, and that is seemingly violence is the only thing that they recognize. It's a horrible way to communicate, and it's like they tend to act like that is the only language that they will listen to. Like if folks got to blowing up stuff back and they didn't like it, they'll turn around and act like the victim, even though you must want us to forget the year of you killing innocent children. I guess that's what it is. You want us to
Man.
forget the decades upon decades of you working and still breaking people to get a shiny rock out of the ground to bring it back over here and sell it for $2,000.
Is it worth it? It's really not. Those people are not able to realize the value of that rock. They're not able to live and off the value of that rock because it's been stolen from them. It's been taken from them. Like they're not even able to reap the benefits of their labor. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so fucking fucked. Like I just don't understand. And it's like Americans can be like, yeah, it's not happening to us. Not now. Or it's happening in a different way. It's happening to people more oppressing you. But it's
Right.
coming, bitch. Like it is fucking coming. Like it's
Because
coming. It's
that's
on
what
the
it is.
way.
It's happening to the people in prisons. Like it's the way that you got to just look at the differences in them having quote unquote jobs in prison versus if they were to have a regular civilian do that job, they would at the least have to pay them minimum wage. But no, this is a prisoner that we have here. We could pay them 10 cents for the day. Ah, it's it's slavery. That's what it is, and it's in the laws to where you
Yeah, it's
if
codified. Hmm.
yeah, And it's just like, and you got like it's always been a messed up system. Like you, almost everything that this country has touched has been is fruit
Fucking
from a poison
fucked.
tree.
Fucked.
Like police and sheriffs, y'all started
Where
out
that came
as
from?
slave catchers.
Okay.
Like, and when your history is to catch people of color
Who are
that you deem less
resisting
than
their
human,
encapturement. Like they're resisting their
like
capture.
you can't get past that. You can't not say that there is no connection between that and people of color being gunned down unjustly.
Hell,
Like you
even
can't,
justly, like what the fuck is just when you killing me? But somebody white, you can in the same situation, you
yeah,
can
yeah,
find a
yeah,
way to peacefully bring
a
them
peaceful
in. You can
resolution,
peacefully apprehend them. What do you mean? Like, what is
right?
just what do you mean? Like, mom, let's talk about it. Like, no. You can figure out a way to peacefully, non-violently apprehend that suspect then. The suspect who was known to kill 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Right.
8, 9, 10 people.
Who would then go into interrogation and say, well, my goal was to go there and kill
Mass murder, to
people
commit
of
mass
color,
murder.
black
Yes.
people, or so it's like
Hell, even white
no,
people. What you
like
talking about? Like, yeah.
well, yeah, sometimes, yeah, that's a whole
They
nother
can
thing.
find
Cause,
ways to non-violently capture them, those suspects. Why when they
but
skin brown and darker, like you all of a sudden lethal? Hmm?
and the reason that is because the system has subconsciously pointed them towards, hey, these people dangerous. Well, even they not doing nothing. They just
Well, we be
walking
more
on the
scared of them than they
walking on
are.
the
Like, be for
sidewalk.
real. Mm.
And I'm just that's why I just been lately. It's just been I'm living my life. I'm in the mindset of I'm not doing nothing crazy out here. I'm not finna be putting this extra pressure on me. I can't.
I
I done got
know.
to the point where it's like I can't live like that.
I know, but I
It's
just
too
still be
much.
telling you, like, you are a black man in America. Like, you have to, if you, it's fucked up. It's so fucking
Hey,
fucked
bro,
up.
I done established new care here in Maryland, man. I'm tell you this much. I'm 5'6" and a half, no shoes on. Almost, I'm a little bit over 300 pounds. I ain't doing nothing to you, but leave me be. You ain't no barbecue sandwich. You you ain't no goddamn fish plate. Shout out Benny Thompson. Um, I'm not fucking with you, bud. I ain't doing nothing to you. My ass been spending money on Pokemon cards. Does that sound like I'm finna? Hey, what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do? Hit you with the Pikachu? That what I'm gonna do? Even if I hit you with the Pikachu, what's gonna happen? It ain't even got no shock effect on it. You may get a paper cut if you try to snatch it out of my hand. That's the worst that can happen. That ain't on me though. That's on you. Like leave me be, man. I'm just trying to do my thing. Go out here. I want to listen to my music. I want to go where I want to go. Get what I need to get, and come back to the house.
Yes.
But I still gotta go out here, head on the swivel. Cause to me, especially with a lot of folks, like even I can catch my mama doing this sometimes too. She'll be like, don't go over here, don't go such and such. When I go back home and stuff, and I'm just like, these niggas ain't finna do nothing to me, man. Like I don't know if I had told you when I went to go see my uncle. When I went to the house he stayed at, it's two things sitting on the couch
Mm-hmm.
because I'm waiting on him.
Mm-hmm.
We definitely, you know what I'm saying, in a house. We in a
Mm-hmm.
certain type of house.
Mm-hmm.
He picked me up. He got one with the extendo
Okay. Mm.
on the seat. Moved that out the way. We rode around for a little bit. Went to the casino. He put his numbers in for the games and stuff.
You did not tell me the whole story then.
We
Okay.
rode around. Picked up his homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
We tried to pick up some rims he was looking at. Went by my daddy house. You know what I'm saying? Chilled out there for a minute. Had somebody who clearly abuses a certain substance, weed eating his house, for a little change. So it's just like, bro, this everybody just trying to get by. We not in this situation, to come out here to be like, I don't feel unsafe doing it. But I'm also, at this point in my almost 30 years of living, bro, I'm at peace. I'm not finna be going out here thinking the worst. I'm not gonna think the worst of nobody unless they're a horrible person. I can't just I can't
I would
just
say
put that
you were
on
in a
somebody.
moderately risky situation. I'm gonna assess that
I
as a
would, but
moderately
it's just,
risky situation.
man, them folks is just trying
And
to
you did not tell me the whole story.
they trying to live same way I'm trying to live.
Yeah.
I pulled up to the house, of course dude gonna be cautious, you know what I'm saying, and living how he living. I tell him I'm looking for my Uncle Jay. And then as soon as I tell him that, what it is bright eyes. Oh, let me get my phone out. Let me call him real quick. Tell him to come back. He just went to the store. Like we found out that apparently our great grandfather used to own the only black gas station down that way. But then some financial situations came up. They had to sell it. Found out that it used to be a washerette right next to my granddaddy house. We owned it first before we sold it to some folks. Like you'll never know that stuff unless you gotta
Yeah.
ask them questions.
Yeah. That's true.
So it's just like we got history in the town, but ain't nobody trying to. Everybody is just trying to make their way.
I know, but
Now, if
still,
they going about it certain ways,
I would say
it
to some
gets
extent,
dangerous.
you were lucky because
Yeah, because some
what they
Negroes did
say,
try
these
to steal
niggas,
my
these
sister's car,
they try to make money,
and it's
or
just
they
like,
try to make money, or they try to get rich or die trying. Like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So, by whatever that definition of rich is, if a nigga be like, "Oh, this is my opportunity," it could have been you. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But again, this is a result of anti-blackness, capitalism, patriarchy,
yeah,
white supremacy, etc. So
yeah.
yeah,
Because
I
if
don't
you
know.
were to give them certain, like if you give them certain opportunities, they gonna take it and they can make better of themselves.
Yes,
But
everybody does not
the
have the same
society,
opportunities, the same
yeah,
choices to make. Yeah,
and it really,
the same quality of choices. Yeah.
and it just like everything,
Mm,
it crushes people. It make people
yes.
that pushes people to a point to where
Correct.
it's
Mm,
where you feel like once they get it in your mind that you feel like you an animal,
yeah. Then you
it's like
start
like
behaving.
you, yeah, you start behaving
Yes.
like how you think you are.
Yeah.
So it's like you
Yeah.
really get
Since they think I'm
into
like
that
that
mode,
already, I might as well act like it. Yes, I understand.
and that's why I try to,
Hmm. But
I'm not
yes.
if I see folks on walking on the sidewalk and stuff, I'm not trying to cross no street.
Mm,
I know that you walking on this sidewalk same way I'm walking on this sidewalk, bro. You trying to get to where you going.
mm,
Now, if an interaction were to happen, hopefully we can piece this out.
yeah.
Like I don't want to, but I'm just like I'm not finna be clutching my pearls
Hmm. Okay.
just because I see somebody
Yeah.
coming up on me or I'm riding around a certain area. I'm
But
just
yeah,
like,
I just think that we're approaching a different time for us in our lived experience on this earth,
yeah,
in America, that we have to prepare for as best we can. I think the same for your parents, essentially. And
yeah,
with the reality we're facing, you know what I'm saying? It's not the reality that they were facing at our ages, you know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I think that's a thing. I think that
Yeah,
just
it's
being able
similar,
to,
but it's not the same.
it's not the
Yeah.
same at all. Yeah, and just I don't know what the future holds. I can't say I'm hopeful. I do know that I think I want my two babies. I do think I will regret having my two babies for the fact that I would be bringing them into this world um to which they will experience white supremacy, capitalism, patriarchy, anti-blackness, anti-LGBTQ plusness, etc. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think I don't know. I don't know, but I don't know. I just don't know, but
Yeah. I think that's a
yeah.
that's a great place to end it, where it's like, hey, we don't know,
I don't
you
fucking
don't know,
know. I do
but
know that
maybe together we can figure this shit out.
this IUD is giving me more problems than I think than help. So that's something I
Right.
have to talk about with my try to talk about with my doctor this week. I don't know. Your girl is struggling, y'all. I've been struggling. I've just been hoping that it would get better, but hope is only taking you so far. It's only taking me so far. So that's something. Your girl booked her next tattoo session. What is financial responsibility? She doesn't know her. We don't know her. They don't know her. Does not exist. Because your girl needs some tattoo therapy because what the fuck is going on? Like, what the fuck? So I got that book for RJ's birthday because that's my gift to him. It's a gift to myself. So
Hmm.
yeah, forearm tattoo. Period. Poop. Yeah. So I'm excited for that. I don't know. Your girl is tired. Your girl is weary. Your girl is worn. I'm hoping we can refuel and just get reignited for what the fuck is to come. But they up.
They up as you up. As soon as
My
you go to
old
sleep,
ass,
everybody be sleep.
my old ass is about to get the fuck in the bed, y'all. I'm about to peace out and
Hmm.
sleep very well.
So
That's all
with
I
that
got
being
left.
said, this has been another episode of Over It All with DW and RJ. The first remote episode. It's gonna be more of these because eventually we got some guests coming on.
Hmm.
We lining some folks up,
Yeah.
so who knows, over it all may just be breaking folks in the industries. Who knows? Folks may be coming here
Surprise.
first.
Surprise. Visit. Surprise. Appearance from Zach Fox.
I don't know about all that. We ain't got
Ah,
that clout.
I can hope. I can dream.
We ain't
I
got that
am.
kind of clout.
I'm in Delulu land, baby, because you know what? That's Bay right there. That's Bay.
And just like that, we hoping that y'all good, y'all safe out there.
Y'all, let's do the best we can with what we got.
Yeah. Be good and be safe out there. Cause it's finna get rocky. And
Rocky R. It's been
yeah,
rocky, bitch, but like it's about to be even rockier. So
yeah. So we'll see y'all next time. And we out.